So my name is Steve Glaveski. I'm the co-founder of Collective Campus, and we are a corporate innovation accelerator and a startup accelerator. And essentially what we do is we work with organizations to unlock their latent potential to create impact in the world. If you look at startup success rates, in particular, 95% of them fail. And that's usually because of market failure, building stuff that nobody wants, taking stuff to market for which there is no appetite. A lot of that can be allayed by actually providing scalable advice that is not just advice but the right advice, because there's a lot of stuff out there but startups don't know what questions to ask or where to look for that advice. And second, capital raising. Obviously, if you're an early stage startup, team, product, marketing, all that stuff costs money. Having said that, I would say that there is a lot startups can do early on to validate that market appetite before they go off and raise capital, particularly if they're raising from a venture capitalist or from a bank. They perhaps want to do that once they have some sense of market appetite, some sense of traction, and some sense of revenue, because then they can raise at a high valuation, give away less of their business, and really be in control of the direction of their organization. I think in the corporate innovation space more broadly, there is a hell of a lot of what we call innovation theatre, which is organizations doing stuff to appear innovative but not actually being innovative, doing stuff that they can include in their, say, annual report and make it nice and flashy and whatnot, but it absolutely goes nowhere. That leaves employees disgruntled, and it also does no good for the startup ecosystem. What attracted me to this opportunity was the fact that when I had conversations with the likes of Lannon and Connor in BNZ's enterprise partnerships team, there was a genuine interest and desire to really give back and to support startups, to support SMEs or SMEs, as it is, the Go SME Grow program, in a way whereby I could see that the guys were really genuine about this. And we like working with genuine people. You know, I left the corporate world myself about 8 years ago to pursue work that I found meaning in. So the last thing I want to do as an entrepreneur now is to just do work for the sake of ticking boxes. I want to work with companies who are serious about creating impact in the world, and BNZ and the guys I met at BNZ struck me as people who are aligned with that mission. So yeah. What one thing surprised me about today, that one of the startups didn't turn up to pitch, perhaps. We had 10 startups pitching, 5 remotely, 5 locally, and look, there's something called the fundamental attribution error, whereby if we make a mistake or if we screw up in some way, shall we say, we blame the circumstances. If someone else makes a mistake, we blame them. So in this case, I'm going to say it was circumstance, extenuating circumstance that I'm not privy to, and I'm sure we'll reconcile that startup not pitching today with a private pitch next week. So that's all good, but no, I mean, for me, it was also really encouraging. I wouldn't say surprising, but encouraging to see the CEO turn up to just check out what's happening. I think that is an indication of buy-in at the very top of the organization, and is important insofar as a signal to the rest of the organization and the startups pitching today is concerned.